Coming up on this episode of Design to the Nines, do you love Pottery Barn floral arrangements but don't love the sky-high prices for one? Well, on this episode, I'm going to show you how to save over $300 on this Pottery Barn dupe, so stay tuned. Welcome to Design to the Nines. I'm Natalie Callahan, and if this is the first time we're meeting, welcome. I'm so glad you could join me, and I'm so glad you picked this episode because I am so excited about what I am doing today. Today's episode is in conjunction with the Latina Next Door's Look for Less challenge. So after you watch this video tutorial, make sure you head over to her channel and check her out and subscribe to her channel because she's got a lot of great tutorials that I know you're gonna also love. If you like learning about home decor, DIY, and really all things home related, consider subscribing to my channel below and turning the notifications on because I bring you weekly tutorials on all these topics, and I would love it if you joined me for that. Make sure you stay tuned with me to the very end because I have an awesome bonus project, and I'll let you know where you can find that at the very end, so stay tuned for that. So let's get started with our project today. I don't know if you've ever taken a gander over to Pottery Barn's silk arrangement section on their website or in their magazines, but while I was there, I found the most beautiful pink peony arrangement. It was so pretty, and I looked at the price tag and it was $369. You heard that right, $369. It was so expensive, and I just know that I would never personally pay that because, well, I can make it myself, and I want to teach you how to do it too to save yourself a little bit of money. So what I liked about the arrangement was the beautiful vase that it was in. It had a beautiful crystal vase with like a little stem on the bottom, and then it had these beautiful pink peonies. I love peonies. They're some of my favorite flowers. Peonies and hydrangeas are two of my favorite flowers. I just love them. I love the way they look. They're so romantic. But at $369, I was like, we can get that look for less. So I thought that this would be a perfect dupe, especially with Mother's Day right at our front door. This would be an amazing Mother's Day gift, or even for your own home decor. It's beautiful. Pink peonies are amazing. So I'm going to put all of my supplies in the description box below. Everything that I use will be there, so you don't need to worry about that. Now, I had this vase on hand. I really lucked out. I had found it at a Goodwill a couple of years ago. I paid about $2 for it, so it was super cheap, and I had it on hand, and it was about the right size and it had a similar design on it. So for me, this is perfect. So go into Goodwill or your thrift store. You'll find tons and tons of vases there. It can be hit and miss. Then I'm gonna put a link below of a similar type of vase so you don't have to look too hard. Then I got this candlestick from the dollar store, and I did this already because I wanted it to be really set up for this video. I took some E6000, glued the candlestick to the bottom of the vase, and now we have a very similar style vase to the one from Pottery Barn. And what I've done is I bought two bunches of pink peonies off of Amazon, and they were $18.99 for both of them, which is really good price because they were pretty full-sized bunches, and the quality of the pink peony was super high. It was really, really high, beautiful peonies. But then I knew I needed a little bit hot pink because if you look at the original inspiration piece, there's a couple of more intense hot pink peonies in that arrangement, and what made it nice is that there was a great big mixture. So I went over to Michael's and I got these, and they were having a 60% off sale. So they're originally $5 a piece, and this was 60% off, making them $2 a piece. So that is a really good price. And then I went over to Target after I bought all of my supplies, and I found some that were even a little slightly bit prettier than these ones. So I'll also link those down below because they were really pretty. But they are $5 a piece, so they're a little bit more, I think they might be on sale right now for $3.49. So they are a little bit more pricey, but they were so pretty, and they were in the Hearth and Hand section. all we're gonna do is, it's just a mounded arrangement. So I've taken my wire cutters and pre-cut all of the bushes apart and shortened all the stems of the ones that we're gonna be using. And we are just gonna place them in and just create a nice mound. Now what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna make sure that you do some variation of height, just very subtly, because what makes a really nice professionally designed one is design mound is when there's like variation of heights. So let's just arrange. So you just want to make sure you spin around and make sure it looks good on all sides. So we'll just make some adjustments here. And if one's too long, then just take it out and clip off just a little bit at a time. That way you don't overdo it. And what I like is that I have some of these little tight buds mixed with some that are kind of medium and some that are fully blown, just like you would with a real peony. I am so excited about this. So you want to disperse all the colors and the textures. And you can see that there's varying heights of the peonies. Some are poking out a little bit more than others. Some are tucked in a little bit more than others. And that gives it just kind of a more natural, fun look. So overall, I'm really happy with how this turned out. Now that we've got it arranged the way we like it, what we're gonna do is we're gonna lift this out and put it in another vase or pitcher or something that can kind of hold the shape while we work on the fake water. Okay, so all we're gonna do is I'm gonna sacrifice this. I got this at the dollar store. If you have a plastic cup, that will work as well. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna use this entire amount of water. What you're gonna wanna do is mix equal parts. And they say on the package to kind of do it down the side so it helps with the air bubbles when you do it. Pour it in this way. We want to get all of it, the contents in, and it has to be equal, otherwise the curing time will take longer, it might create more air bubbles. So while we mix this for 3 minutes, I was just wondering if there are any other things you would like me to dupe out there, any designer items that you would love to see me dupe. If so, let me know in the comment section below. I'm always looking for ideas of things that I can dupe for you guys. So if there's something from like Ballard Designs or Pottery Barn or some other place that's just really expensive and you'd love to see a dupe on it, hit me up in the comment section below. It's time to pour it into our vase. Now, as we pour it into our vase, we want to be very careful to avoid the sides of the vase, because if so, it will get on the side. So we're gonna aim for the center. Also, you wanna make sure that it's clean and free of any water or dust or anything, because anything that's in there will be in there for good. So we're gonna pour our fake water in very, very carefully, right in the center. So now I've tried this with an epoxy before and it just takes so much epoxy and it's just not as pretty. So you really want to stick with the water kit. Now we're going to very carefully gather our bouquet out of the temporary container and we're going to gently set it in, make sure all the stems are inside the vase, and then just very carefully set it into place. Now it is a little bit forgiving, so if everything doesn't pop right back into place, we're just going to make a couple of modifications before it sets up, because it actually takes about 8 to 10 hours to cure. So we've got a little bit of wiggle room. You don't want to move it too much, you know, just because you can make a mess out of it, but you know, pushing things in or making small adjustments, that's quite all right. So I am really excited with how this is looking overall. This was less than $36. So we're gonna let this sit up and cure. All right, I am done with my arrangement. I am super happy with how this knockoff turned out. What do you think? Do you think it's a good dupe? Let me know in the comment section below. I'm thrilled with it, but I'm really interested to get your thoughts on whether or not you think this is a successful dupe or not. Now, I promised you a special bonus project. I have done the little sister arrangement, also another Pottery Barn dupe, and I've done it for less than $10. If you want to see how I did that, if you want to check that out on my new IGTV channel over on Instagram, I'll put the link in the description below, and make sure you hop on over there to Instagram to see that, because I'm going to be doing more of these episodes and tutorials that will work hand in hand with Instagram over on IGTV. If you don't want to miss out on a thing, follow me here, follow me on Instagram, and we're gonna have so much fun. It's gonna be a party, it's gonna be great. So lots of fun things going on here at Design to the Nines. Of course, YouTube will be my main home for all of these wonderful projects, but there's gonna be lots of projects that are gonna kind of go back and forth. And I've got some announcements, a challenge coming up in the next few weeks, so you're gonna wanna stay tuned for that. If you liked what you saw today, hit the like button, let me know in the comments. Let me know either way. Maybe you don't think this is a good dupe. I don't know. Let me know. Anyways, I really do appreciate your feedback and your support. So subscribe to my channel, turn the notifications on, and we will see you each and every week with all kinds of things that have to do with the home. Thanks for watching. See you soon.